Okay, quick question before we even say hello. Have you ever recorded yourself speaking English, played it back, and thought, why do I sound like a text-to-speech app?
Oh my God, yes. I did that once and I genuinely paused the recording and asked myself, am I a robot?
Right? And here's the wild part. It's usually not your grammar. It's not even your pronunciation of individual sounds.
Then what is it?
It's one tiny, invisible thing that almost nobody teaches you. And today, we are going to fix that for every single person watching.
Okay, I'm hooked. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to our channel, everyone. This is Shine Like English, the place where we make fluent, natural English actually make sense.
And if you're new here, hi, welcome. Press that subscribe button because we drop videos like this every single week.
Today's topic is something we get asked about constantly in our comment section. It's called word stress, and the title of this episode is basically a warning label: why you sound robotic.
Ooh, that's a bit harsh.
It's harsh, but it's true. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why it happens and, more importantly, how to stop it from happening to you.
So let's start really basic. What actually is word stress?
Great question. Word stress is when you say one syllable in a word louder, longer, and higher in pitch than the other syllables. Every English word with more than one syllable has this pattern. It's not optional.
So it's like a heartbeat inside the word.
I love that. Yes, exactly. Think of it like a heartbeat. Some beats are strong, some are weak. If you make every beat the same strength, the rhythm disappears and it sounds mechanical.
That explains so much because when I was learning English, I used to say every syllable with the same energy, like banana instead of banana.
Exactly. And that second version, banana, with the stress on na, that's how a native speaker's brain expects to hear it. If you say banana or banana, it still might be understandable, but it sounds off, slightly strange.
It's funny because in my native language, we pretty much pronounce every syllable equally, so English rhythm was a real shock to my system.
That's actually one of the biggest reasons non-native speakers sound robotic. A lot of languages are what we call syllable timed. Every syllable gets roughly the same amount of time and the same stress.
And English is different?
Completely different. English is stress timed. That means the stress syllables come at roughly regular intervals, and the unstressed syllables get squished, shortened, sometimes even swallowed to keep that rhythm going.
Squished and swallowed? Give me an example.
Sure. Take the sentence, I want to go to the store. A native speaker doesn't say every word with equal weight. It comes out more like, I want to go to the store, with the stress landing on want, go, and store. Everything else gets compressed.
Wow, when you say it like that, I can actually hear the difference.
That's the magic of stress timing. It creates this natural up and down musical quality. And when learners pronounce every word with equal stress, that music disappears and it starts to sound flat, robotic, like a GPS voice reading directions.
Okay, so now I need to know, how do we actually learn where the stress goes in a word? Is there a rule?
There are patterns, yes, though English does love to break its own rules sometimes.
Classic English.
Truly. But let's go through some patterns that will help you almost every time. First up, two-syllable nouns and adjectives. Most of them are stressed on the first syllable.
Like
Table, window, happy, yellow, music. Say the first part strong, the second part soft.
table, window, happy. Okay, I see the pattern.
Now here's where it gets interesting. Two-syllable verbs usually shift the stress to the second syllable. So we get relax, decide, forget, begin.
Wait, so the same word can change its stress depending on whether it's a noun or a verb?
Yes, this is one of my favorite things to teach because it blows people's minds. Take the word record. As a noun, it's record, like I broke the world record. But as a verb, it's record, like please record this video.
Oh my gosh, I never noticed that before.
There are so many of these pairs. Present, the noun, meaning a gift, versus present, the verb, meaning to show or give something. Contract, the noun, versus contract, the verb. Project, the noun, versus project, the verb.
This is genuinely blowing my mind right now. So if I say, I want to present you a present, the stress actually tells the listener which meaning I intend?
100%. Native speakers rely on that stress shift constantly, often without even realizing it. If you flip the stress, you might still be understood, but it adds friction. It makes the listener work harder, and it's one of those tiny robotic signals.
Okay, let's go a little longer. What about words with 3 or more syllables? Please tell me there's a pattern because this is where I really struggle.
This is where suffixes become your best friend. Certain word endings almost always pull the stress to a specific syllable. For example, words ending in tion or sion are stressed on the syllable right before that ending.
Give me examples.
Information, communication, decision, television. Say the syllable just before tion or sion with the strongest stress.
Information, communication. Yeah, I can feel that rhythm.
Another one, words ending in ick or ickle are almost always stressed on the syllable right before the ending. So we get economic, historic, geographic, photographic. Wait, let me redo that one. Photographic.
Even you slipped up for a second there.
Which proves the point. This stuff takes practice even when you know the rules. But that's actually a perfect example to bring up because photograph is one of the most famous stress-shifting words in English.
Oh, tell me more.
Okay, so watch this. Photograph, the noun, stress on the first syllable. Then photography, the art or hobby, stress moves to the second syllable. Then photographic, the adjective, stress moves again to the third syllable.
Same root word, 3 completely different stress patterns depending on the ending.
Exactly. And that's why memorizing individual words only gets you so far. You really have to build an ear for these suffix patterns because they show up again and again across thousands of English words.
Okay, let's talk about compound words too, because I feel like those trip people up a lot, like greenhouse versus greenhouse.
Yes, this is such a good one. When we say a compound noun, one word that represents one specific thing, the stress usually goes on the first word. Greenhouse, a place where you grow plants. But when it's 2 separate words describing something, a greenhouse, meaning a house that is painted green, the stress is more even, or it can even land on house.
So I live in a greenhouse means something totally different from I live in a green house.
Exactly. One is a glass building full of tomatoes, the other is just a house that happens to be green.
Okay, noted. Very important distinction.
Let's talk about why all of this actually matters for sounding natural, beyond just individual words. Because word stress doesn't live alone. It connects into something called sentence stress.
Okay, walk me through that.
In a sentence, we don't stress every word equally either. We stress the content words, the ones that carry meaning, nouns, main verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and we de-stress the function words, things like is, the, a, to, and.
So in a sentence like, the cat is sitting on the mat, which words get the stress?
Say it out loud, the way you'd naturally hear a native speaker say it.
The cat is sitting on the mat.
Perfect. Cat, sitting, mat, those are your content words and they get the stress. The, is, on, the, those get compressed and quiet. That contrast, loud versus soft, is literally the rhythm of English.
And if you stress everything equally,
Then you lose that rhythm entirely, and it starts to sound like a robot reading a manual, word by word by word with zero melody.
Okay, this is genuinely so helpful, but let's get practical. How does someone actually train their ear and their mouth to do this?
I love this question because there are some really specific exercises that work. Number 1, shadowing. You take a short audio clip of a native speaker, maybe 10 to 15 seconds, and you repeat it, trying to copy not just the words, but the rhythm, the music, the stress pattern.
So it's not about the words at all, it's about the melody.
Exactly. In fact, a great exercise is to hum the sentence instead of saying the words, just the melody, up and down. If your humming matches a native speaker's humming, your stress is probably right.
That's such a clever trick. What's number 2?
Number 2, exaggerate on purpose. When you're practicing alone, way overdo the stress. Make the stressed syllable really loud, really long, almost silly. This trains your muscles and your ear to notice the difference, and over time it becomes more subtle and native sounding.
I actually did this by accident once. I was practicing important and I said important so dramatically that my roommate walked in to see what was wrong.
That is exactly the exercise, honestly. Well done.
What's number 3?
Number 3, mark your stress. When you're reading a script, an article, anything, physically underline or capitalize the stress syllables before you read it out loud. This forces your brain to actively notice stress patterns instead of just gliding past them.
And number 4, my personal favorite, record yourself. Compare it to a native speaker saying the same sentence. It's uncomfortable at first, but it is honestly the fastest way to hear your own patterns.
Couldn't agree more. Self-awareness is really the whole game here. Most learners aren't making mistakes because they don't know English. They're making mistakes because they've never actually listened to themselves critically.
Okay, before we wrap up, let's do a quick little challenge for everyone watching. I'm going to say a word 2 ways, and you, the viewer, decide which one sounds correct. Then speaker 1 will confirm.
I love this. Let's do it.
First word, comfortable. Is it comfortable or comfortable?
It's comfortable. Stress on the first syllable, and notice how the middle kind of disappears in fast, natural speech. Native speakers often barely pronounce the or at all.
Next word, vegetable. Vegetable or vegetable?
Vegetable. Again, stress right at the front, and again, that middle syllable gets swallowed.
And last one, a tricky one, necessary. Necessary or necessary?
Necessary. Stress on the very first syllable. British and American English can differ slightly on the ending here, but that first syllable stress stays strong in both.
See, this is exactly why we can't just guess based on spelling. English spelling and English stress are honestly not best friends.
Not even close, which is exactly why listening practice and building your ear matters as much as any grammar rule you'll ever study.
So to wrap up everything we talked about today, word stress is the heartbeat of a word. English is stress-timed, not syllable-timed. Stress can shift between nouns and verbs. Suffixes often hint at where the stress falls, and sentence stress highlights the meaningful words while shrinking the small ones.
And if you actually practice this using shadowing, exaggeration, marking your scripts, and recording yourself, you're going to notice a massive difference in how natural and confident you sound.
Honestly, this might be one of the most underrated skills in the whole English learning journey.
Completely agree. Grammar gets all the attention, but rhythm is what actually makes you sound like a real fluent speaker instead of a textbook.
So here's your homework, everyone. Pick 5 words from today's video, mark the stress, exaggerate them out loud 10 times each, and drop a comment below telling us how it felt.
We read every single comment, so we genuinely want to hear from you. And if this video helped you even a little bit, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode.
We've got so many more episodes coming on rhythm, intonation, and natural connected speech, so make sure you stick around for those.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep listening, and remember,
Shine like English.
see you in the next one, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.